The Stadium Sites event is happening from Saturday, June 1st at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, June 4th at 8 p.m. and it's bringing some of the Sendai Go Fest Pokemon to a global event, including the shiny EMOLGA debut. It's been a long time coming, but this cute little shiny is finally here. So let's jump into the event details and then we'll talk meta relevancy after, starting with the bonuses, where we are going to get 1.5 times candy and 1.5 times Stardust for hatching Pokemon. Hatch bonuses, not necessarily the best ones, but there is some good stuff in the eggs, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, let's take a look at the wild spawns, where we are going to see Pidgey, Zubat, Doduo, Gligar, Hitmontop, Meditite, Staravia, Emolga, Mindfu, Noibat, and Cutiefly. Everything there except for Staravia and Mindfu can be shiny, including, of course, the new one, shiny Emolga. And then the event eggs for this one are going to be the 7-kilometer eggs. So those are the eggs that you get from opening gifts. And in there, we are going to see Farfetch'd, Riolu, and Emolga, and all three of these good shinies, not bad eggs to hatch, and you can guarantee getting them by opening gifts from friends. And then in the field research encounters, we're going to have Pidgey, Zubat, Doduo, and Emolga again. So yes, everywhere in this event you can get Emolga in the wild, in the eggs, and in the field research encounters. Definitely hunt it in the field research encounters if the tasks are fairly easy, because it will have a high IV floor there. Same thing in the eggs, the IV floor would be 10, 10, 10, but you know, eggs harder to hatch, especially if you're not buying incubators. Field research, very free, very easy if the tasks are easy to complete, and a good way to get a higher IV shiny Emolga. All right, the last thing to go over before we get to meta relevancy is a paid timed research that will cost $2 USD, and the rewards for that are going to be encounters with Emolga, 1 super incubator, and 20 Emolga candy. Now, in terms of this research being worth it, if you were going to spend real money to buy a super incubator anyways, then it could be worth it to you because you also get those Emolga encounters, plus a little bit of Emolga candy, but you do have to spend real money. You can't use gym coins like you could if you were buying super incubators straight from the shop. All right, that's it for all the event details. Let's jump into some meta relevancy, starting with Staraptor from Staravia. It does have some play in the Ultra League, mainly as a shadow, but you can use the non-shadow or just farm candies from this event. Next up, we have Golbat, which is the stage 1 Evo of Zubat and has some play as a shadow in Great League. Again, you can run the non-shadow or you can just use this to farm some candies. And then we have Gligar in the wild, which ranks pretty well in Great League, and its evolution Gliscor ranks pretty well in the Ultra League as well. We have Pidgey in the field research, which evolves into Pidgeot, which has a Mega in the game that is a good flying type raid attacker, but Mega Ray is far superior. Then Pidgeot itself has some play in Great League and Ultra League. We also have Surfetch'd from Farfetch'd in the egg, which has some play in all the open leagues, but ranks highest in the Great League. Because it can only be hatched though, you can't get ideal Great League and Ultra League PvP IVs, but you could trade them with a low friendship level friend to try and lower that attack stat, because if you don't know, you do want low attack, high defense, high stamina for Great League and Ultra League for most Pokemon, including Surfetch'd. And then we also have Lucario from Riolu, which is in the eggs, and it is in the top 10 for a fighting type raid attacker, but it does also have a Mega that will eventually come to the game and would likely take the #1 fighting type spot. So definitely a good one to get high IVs for. Extra bonus points if you can get that Shundo, which I hope you do. And then finally, the featured Pokemon with its new shiny debut, Emolga, does have some play in the Great League, ranking at about number 139. Not super meta relevant, but if you get a good shiny with some PvP IVs, could be a fun one to throw in there. All right, everybody, there are some good Pokemon out during this event, including that new shiny Emolga. I'll definitely be hunting that one pretty hard myself, but if you found this video useful, consider hitting the like button and subscribing for more Pokemon Go news, tips, and live streams. If you want more Pokemon Go content right now, check out one of the videos on screen. Happy hunting, hope you get yourself a Shundo Emolga, and we'll see you in the next one, friends.
I've got something incredibly funky.